Okay, so I want to explain this dream that I had. Um, it's really hard to explain because I kind of like forgot it. I should have like wrote it down when I woke up, but I didn't. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how it started, and I'm not sure if I was the observer or I was the actual person. Sometimes my dreams I shift in between. Like I'll observe the situation and I'll become the people that I'm observing. Either way, I can probably say this was like one of my last streams. If you go on my YouTube and you'll see that I had a dream about an initiation process. And during this dream, I came across these priestess, well, a priestess and two of her students. And during this process, she did a beautiful ritual that opened up doors to the spirit realm, and it was amazing. Like the whole experience and what I experienced was amazing. And during that process and towards the end of the dream, I ended up taking on a gift, and I was able to channel and experience everything that was happening in the spiritual realm, whether it had been full body channeling as far as like the spirit taking over, or it was visions, and I was the person that described the visions and they wrote down the information. So that was the last dream I had. This one, I'm standing in a village, literally a village, and I don't know how to describe these people or who would be the best people to say who they look like, but of course they're black, and they are in this tribal setting. There's skulls, there's the face paint, there's everything that looks as if you were to observe a big ritual that's about to take place. And it's pretty much all these people parallel across from each other. And I'm standing there, and as we walk down, because it's like me, like I'm the observer at this point, but there's two other people, and as we're walking down, they have their torches, and before you cross their path, they wave their torches in front of you, so it's like they're clearing the path before you walk through it. And I don't what I observed from the situation is what I just said. They're literally clearing the pathway for you and cleansing you and protecting you before you cross over. And when I get to the end, there is this girl, this child, and then there's this scene in front of me. So it's the future scene, or who the child will become with this other individual, and then there's a child next to me with this other person, and they're having this conversation about her holding this key of some sort, but in the process of her trying to explain to the child what is going on, the child literally disappears, and she merges as one with this future person that she's supposed to be. And when she crosses over, the village and everything that we were in disappears, and we're back in this reality. And she's like, do you remember what happened? I was just talking to you, you know, it was me and you, we were like close, and then now we're here. And the little girl's like, what are you talking about? I've been here the whole time. And she's trying to explain to her what happened, and she has memory of what has happened, but the child doesn't have any memory of what's happened. The transformation has already happened for her, but apparently it wasn't I don't know if it was necessarily meant for her to remember, or eventually she'll take form of who she's supposed to be later on, and then she'll find out on her own. Either way, when I woke up with this pit feeling, this urgency, this need to do something, and then it's also this fear of what will happen in this uncertainty of what's going to take place. And that was pretty much my morning. And you know, my mom came in and she's trying to wake me up because they want to go out, and I'm like, I just need a time to reflect. I will meet you guys later if I can, but I really wanted to share that dream with you guys because I feel as though there are things that are manifesting in the spirit realm, and we have to do things in order. We have to go by the laws, the physical laws and the spiritual laws, in order for everything to take place how they're supposed to be. In other words, there will be chaos if we don't go by the law. And you know, I've had my rants, and I'm just like, you know, if something happens, I don't know what I would do. I would probably like fucking snap. But in reality, it's like you have to be careful about what we're doing. And then I was watching all these other videos about how we should go about certain things, as far as like we can protest all day. And my point on that is do it and then do something after. Don't just stand outside with your signs until this blows over, if it blows over temporarily like it always does, and then go back to your normal lives of turning up and being on Edgewood and not giving a fuck. No, because at the end of the day, you're going to protest, you're going to give your money back to these communities that don't give the money back to you, and then you're just going to wait till the next thing happens. You're going to be mad all over again. No, that is not your purpose. So if you're going to protest with the intent of doing something after. Don't sit here and say, oh, we're not going to shop on Black Friday. No, that's not going to do anything. I'm not going to go to work. Okay, well, you're not going to have any money if you don't go to work. That, like, think rational. Go to work. Do what you're supposed to do. Do all of that, you know? But put your money back into the community, your community. Teach your people at these rallies, these protests, whatever you're doing, teach them how to own their own businesses. Teach them how to, you know, have their own corporate, so they don't have to go to the white man and give their money to the white man and circulate their money between the white communities, and you're not benefiting from it. Now, this isn't a video where it's like, oh, I hate white people, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, as anybody that's not black, brown, any person of color, if you're not a person of color, you're not going to understand what is happening personally. You're not going to understand it. You can discuss with us, you can agree with us, you can, you know, say you understand, you can feel bad, yada yada. And there are some white people out here that will tell you the exact same thing. Hey, how about y'all stop putting your money in communities that don't benefit you? That includes the Chinese and the Indian people too. I mean, let's be real. Like, put your money back into your community. Don't keep buying hair from the Chinese person up the street. Buy hair from your local black person, because there's a lot of good black women out here that are successful and that their marketing is amazing, and I can name a few that you can buy weave from. And hopefully they're not going to the middleman. Hopefully they're you know, putting their money back in the community. But I know a few people that you buy from. I know a few people that have clothing lines that are selling clothes. You know, I can post that information on there. I know a few people, well, I don't know nobody that's like, I know a few people that are, you know, about, you know, health awareness and all this great stuff. You know, just go do things within your black community. Black doctors, you know, not black doctors as, oh, they work at Emory, let me go to this black doctor. No, Black businesses, stick with that. You know, if you keep your dollar within your community, they can't do shit. Because it's all, literally, it's about money. Whoever has the money has the power. You put the money back in your community, you can have the power to do whatever the fuck you want. We had a Black Wall Street. This shit is no longer. Why don't we build our Black Wall Street again? Why don't we build our black banks? Why can't we do that? Why don't you guys want to do that? What you want is an apology. What you want is an officer to get locked up temporarily and then get released and go back on the field. That's what you guys want. But y'all don't want to work for what you need to do. Y'all don't want to put in the effort to make changes within your community. And then we have people out here talking about, oh, well, you got blacks and killing other black people, and then you worried about a cop. Let me tell you, I don't care if you're a cop, but cops, unless you are a black cop that is doing stuff within the community, which is the best way to do it, cops can't do shit about black on black crimes. Your communities can do shit about black on black crimes. That's a community issue. That's a mindset issue that needs to be resolved within the black communities. Stop including outside people in your fucking problems. That's why we're here now. Including outside people. Got outside people in our shit. Now we're here. In America. Working under the outside people. So, stop being lazy. Literally, stop being lazy. Don't be mad and cry and pray. Oh, well, God is going to take over magically. He's going to come down and sweep us up, and then it's all going to be fine. No, you're being lazy. I don't care who you are. Christian, Hotep, Islam, I don't care. Buddhist, I don't care. Wiccan, I don't care who you are. Stop being lazy. Prayer is nothing without work. Period. Same with magic. Magic is nothing without work. Period. Ain't nobody, no God, no idol is going to come down and do this shit for you without work. Without you doing what you need to do. So, on that note, let's stop being lazy. Don't just protest. Don't just make a sign. Go home and find a way to give back to your communities. Find a way to where you don't have to go to the outside person to make a living. Okay? So, I'm just going to end that now and see where my family is, and hopefully I can enjoy the rest of my day.